Let's start. Of course, this is a technical matter, and I do not feel much competent to speak on the implications of it or how it will ultimately affect us, because what we find is even much more competent people of the category of CAG, etc., have not been able to be unanimous on this point. There have been so many views offered. There was reference made to the recommendations of the PAC. So many riders were there. The estimate committee had given certain recommendations. There are the recommendations of the ARC. The recommendations are subject to so many riders, so many conditions. All these things should have gone into in depth. And if they had not made up their minds so far, what suddenly happened just now? Why should they pass an ordinance on the 29th of February? Why cannot they wait for 7 days for the House to reassemble? They just come to this House with this attitude which cannot be appreciated. Para. In the statement of objects and reasons, they have stated the circumstances necessitating legislation by ordinance. It appears that they have made up their mind to do in with effect from 1st April to complete the exercise before that date. Without taking the view of the legislature, the executive has come to a decision, and they have stated as it were implementing the decision to start with. They want to do it in connection with 3 ministries. The present accounting system applicable to most ministries and departments is essentially external to financial management functions, where the payments are made by the treasuries and accounts are compiled by the audit and accounts offices under the control of the Comptroller and Auditor General on the basis of initial and subsidiary accounts received by them from the treasuries. This system worked fairly well when governmental business was limited. With the increase in the volume and variety of governmental outlays, the system has proved inadequate to the administration's stakes, and separations of accounts from audit had to be thought of. There are doubts in our minds which have been very valid, if I may say so, expressed by my friend who has studied the matter greater details. Therefore, we submit that this is not a matter which should be hurried through, as the Honorable Speaker on the other side said just now. We are still in the dark, and we are trying to make a study of the matter. He says maybe the management control will be good, but we must know about the task forces whose reports are not available. Stop. Para. I rise to support this bill brought forward by the government in regard to land selling in Delhi area. Sir, as has been said by my colleagues from both sides of the House, and selling is one aspect of land management in the agricultural economy of this country. While supporting the bill, I would like to draw the attention of the Honorable Minister, who himself is a knowledgeable person and who knows more about land management, to two important points which occur to me. One point is that land should be productive in the real sense, so that they may be able to take not only one crop but two crops as well. They will be in a position then to generate more surplus for the consumers. In this connection, the latest reports of the National Sample Survey, the RBI, and Agricultural Census published by his ministry are very bright. I do not want to go into the details because so many honorable members have said about this, and the honorable minister is also aware of this. By and large, what comes out is that a very large number of people are holding small acreages, and therefore it has to be seen whether this large number of people will be able to manage this, and what efforts will have to be put in by the government and the banking system in that regard. Para. Sir, I was surprised to learn that about 63% of the agricultural population, which contributes goods worth about rupees 1700 crores, needs roughly about rupees 7,000 crores for its consumption requirements. Therefore, the rural indebtedness is increasing day by day. Similarly, it is seen from the agricultural census and the report of the National Sample Survey that the small farmers and the marginal farmers are being converted gradually into what are called agricultural laborers. Therefore, you cannot create industrial opportunities if there is this staggering conversion of marginal and submarginal farmers to agricultural or landless laborer. Therefore, it is necessary that the land which is going to be made available should be made productive, and this is the present need of the country. In this connection, I would like to draw the attention of the Honorable Minister to a very illuminating research carried out by one lady scientist and which has been published very recently. Stop. Thank you.